You know, today's one of those days where you wake up early and you realize, you know what, maybe it's not so bad getting up early. It's super beautiful out today. It's supposed to be a high of 89 degrees, so later on today, the fishing's not gonna be very good. But I woke up early also to show you guys this National Anglers Association box that I just received in the mail today. This box is similar to the MTB and LTB boxes that they had, the Lucky Tackle boxes and the Mystery Tackle boxes, but this is a little bit different. So this is for profit, but 20% of their profit actually goes to charities and organizations that need help. Let's go ahead and open it up and see exactly what they sent me. I know that they send baits that are from newer companies and companies that you probably haven't heard about, which is kind of cool too, because you're going to be finding stuff that other people are not going to be using out on the water. So let's go and open it up and see what they sent me. So this is the first time I've opened it up, so just bear with me here. They did send me an Angler of the Month, and this talks about everything that I just talked about. You get the Angler of the Month, and you get your next lures free. So that's exactly what I just talked about. The Lure Company of the Month. I think this is kind of cool. So they talk about the new company and they send you products. So the first lure I received is a black and blue jig by Evolution Baits. And it looks like the rest of these lures are also going to be Evolution baits as well. So this is kind of cool. This is made in the USA. Got some trailers for those jigs. These kind of look like pack of chunks, except they're a little bit longer. The next bait is a buzz bait. Let's pick it up here. Nice Evolution black buzz bait. I actually needed one of these anyway. I got my National Anglers Association sticker. And it looks like I got a Evolution spinnerbait. We're gonna try to do a National Anglers Association slam this morning with these Evolution baits. It should be a pretty good morning to do it. We got a little bit of wind, so the spinnerbait should work out. It's still kind of early for a buzzbait, so we might be able to get some buzzbait action as well. And then we got this black jig, or black and blue jig, which I'm not sure how well that's gonna work because the water is a little bit clearer than I would like to throw a black and blue jig, but we're still going to try it out today. So let's go ahead and see what happens, and hopefully we can get some bass to bite. All right, so I actually brought 3 poles with me today. The first pole that I'm going to be throwing the buzzbait on is a Lew's 8:3:1 gear ratio tournament series reel. This is a speed spool reel. This is a very good reel for the price. I think it's about 120 bucks. You can get this reel whenever they're on sale, and it's paired up with a Bass Pro Extreme brand rod. So I'm going to be throwing the buzzbait on that today. It's got 20-pound mono on it. You can see I was doing some frog fishing before, so that should work for that. All right, so we got the buzzbait hooked up. Now the next one, I'm going to put the jig on this medium heavy Bass Pro brand rod and reel. This is a 7:1:1 gear ratio reel with 12-pound fluorocarbon on it. All right, so I got my jig on, and I'm going to take one of these trailers. You can actually see there it's salt infused, which is good. So these soft plastics are actually hollow inside, I just found out. When I put that hook through it, you can actually smash this down, which is a little bit more realistic. Up here at the base is 100% hard, but as you go down where it's ribbed right here, it's actually hollow inside, which is kind of cool. I've never seen that before. So we got our jig pole rigged up. That looks pretty good. This is hopefully going to resemble a crappie. Some of you guys might think it resembles a shad, but today, since we're pond fishing, hopefully this resembles a crappie. It's kind of got a little black on top and a white belly, which most crappie have. So we're going to be throwing that around windy points, and I got it paired up today with an Abu Garcia 6:4:1 gear ratio reel. This is actually an Aura SX, which is one of my favorite reels and one of my first name brand reels that I ever bought, and it's still working today. And I got it paired up with a 7-foot medium rod, so hopefully we can get some bass on it. I'm gonna go and throw the spinnerbait first and hopefully get some bass. So nothing on the spinnerbait here, which I'm not too worried about because it's kind of some calm water here. I'm gonna go and throw the buzzbait after I pick out this backlash. All right guys, so nothing on the buzzbait either. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find some wind. We got some wind right across the pond here, so I'm gonna go and pull up the anchor and head that way. Anchor's up. We need to hide all this so it doesn't get wet. All right, let me throw in the buzzbait right here on this. All right guys, so nothing on the buzzbait. I'm gonna go and throw the spinnerbait here in the exact same spots I just hit with the buzzbait and see if I can't pull anything out doing that. There we go guys, got my first one. Got a little guy to start out the morning. Got to get the skunk out of the boat. Got him on the Evolution spinnerbait here. There we go, got one. Another little guy on the spinnerbait. Oh, there we go, guys. Got one on the buzzbait finally. It wouldn't be a slam without catching one on the buzzbait. This one is actually a little bit bigger than the other one I caught. There we go. The best advice I can give you guys if you guys are filming one of these slams, even if it's an MTB or LTB slam, or even just fishing in general, the best advice I can give you is just stay persistent. Just because you're not catching fish right off the bat with a specific bait doesn't mean you need to put it away and go back to your comfort zone. I don't really feel comfortable fishing buzzbaits, but the thing is, you have to challenge yourself. That's what this is all about. You have to challenge yourself, and the best way to actually do that is to come out to one of these ponds. You have to make yourself feel confident on these baits to really make yourself diverse. You can't go to the same pattern of fishing Senkos or whatever your little niche is. It's really good for you to get out and try to do something that challenges you to catch these fish, and it'll make the reward a lot better. All right, so we've officially caught them on 2 out of the 3 baits. The next one is the black and blue jig, and that's the one I'm actually pretty worried about because the water clarity really isn't ideal for black and blue right now. But we're gonna go over to a couple log jams on this pond and throw the jig around, and we'll see what happens. Here's one of the first spots I'm gonna throw this jig. Probably one of many spots I'm gonna be throwing this jig. Oh, there was a fish on that. So I just lost the trailer to this jig. I got one more of these. I'm gonna cast up there in the exact same spot and see if we can't make something happen. There we go, guys, got him. Right there next to the log, and that's the biggest one of the day right there. Got him on the black and blue jig, and that completes the slam, but I'm not done yet. I'm gonna keep fishing until they stop biting. Oh, there we go, guys. Oh, what? Check this out, guys. This is a giant crappie. That's a nice crappie there. That's probably around a 13-incher. Pretty cool. I caught him on this spinnerbait. Look at that. Boom. That's awesome. Throw up there again. It'd be kind of cool to catch another one. Oh, right when it hit the water, guys. Got another one on the buzzbait. Got another one. I'm actually pretty surprised about this morning. Nothing big, but they usually don't bite the buzzbait. It's kind of cool though. One thing I did notice about this jig, I almost wouldn't even call it a jig anymore. It's basically a shaky head with a skirt on the bottom, with a finesse skirt. And what this allows you to do, and I think this is kind of cool, whenever this thing is fluttering down, they're gonna see this big bulky action. Well, whenever it's up like this, there's no weed guard. So that's why you can put your soft plastics on there. It just gives it a little bit more of a bulky presentation for your shaky head. So I think that's kind of a cool looking deal. I have caught one fish on it, and then I missed one as well. And I actually just got myself another one on it too, right next to that log. Got a little guy. Here we go. Cool. And then what you do after you catch one, you just slide it up just like this, and then bury the hook in the body a little bit, and it's weedless. There we go, got another one. My least confident bait is producing the most. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is what I hate, guys. He pooped all over me. There we go, guys. Got another one on this jig. Well, I did. There we go. Oh, are you serious? Well, guys, I just missed a decent one there. That's probably about a 3-pounder. And this is why. Check this out. This is why you always check your drag. Oh, now it's not doing it. This is why you always check your drag here. My drag was too loose. That's why I've missed the past couple of them, because they've just been pulling out drag, and I really haven't been able to drive that hook in where I need it to be. So that kind of sucks. Got another one. Got another one here. Boom. So I think what's going on with the fish is they're kind of lethargic right now. So we were having like 90-degree weather for at least 2 weeks. And then yesterday it dropped down to 70 degrees and it stayed there all day. It was cloudy, no sun was out. So I feel like these fish are cold and they're looking to warm up. So they're relating to pieces of wood and other structure to warm up in the morning, because I haven't really had any topwater action and they haven't really been aggressive, but whenever I throw this jig in front of their face, they just can't stand it. So I'm thinking that, oh, that's a nicer fish. I'm thinking that they're definitely just relating to this wood to warm up. But as you see here, I just threw next to that log, and I got myself a decent fish here. It's probably the best one of the day. There we go. That's what we're after. That's what I typically catch out here. Check that out. That's a better fish. There we go. Got another one on the spinnerbait. He was also right next to that log right here. They're definitely relating to wood today. I think it's because all the grass and stuff got killed off because the homeowner sprays for it. So the only thing they really have to hide up against is that wood. So it kind of narrows it down for me and eliminates a lot of water that I don't have to cover anymore. All right, guys, so that concludes my NAA, National Anglers Association Slam. Do me a favor, look them in the links below, and I'll leave a link to this, and you guys can go check them out. You go visit their website. I learned a lot just by visiting their website. They have prices, they have everything about their company, and what they plan on doing. So be sure to check them out. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one.